This is good. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. It is snowy Tuesday here in Newmarket, Ontario. Got to the school a little late, waving to the kids as they're going in. Everyone's late this morning, but it's good. It's good because the sun is actually shining today, and it's amazing. You know, the difference that it makes when the sun shines, right? It's been gray and rainy the past few days here, and it affects everybody's state and mood because we're affected by outer appearances. What we see is, really affects us over time, and so that's why it's really important for us to build up the vitality within ourselves. That we are not we are not driven by our outer circumstances. That the what we see, what we feel, what we hear cannot be the determination of where we go in life, right? Other people's opinions and seeing what they're doing can't be the main driver. Today, I want to talk about the necessity for change. That change is necessary in order for success to happen. And that really has to come in from your purpose, right? The why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Who are you doing it for? And why does it matter? Why does it matter? Well, you know what? We are the human beings. Our natural state is we love certainty. We love to be in a place of comfort, right? Of rhythm, and everything just flowing and going and growing as it all should be. We like that harmonious balance, and that can really be quite the detriment. It can really be the break of the fall up to your success if you hold on to the comfort and the certainty and wanting this harmonious flow, because that's not really reality. I do a really fun training. It's based upon your communication style, your DISC profile of personality, and it's interesting to understand the different personalities, and to look out to the world and see how changes are made. Things happen because of these different personalities. 2.5% of the world's population, get this, guys, okay? 2.5% of the population are the drivers. They're the CEOs. They're the innovators. They love change. They love to drive change hard and fast, and they're always coming up with ideas and moving. They aren't caught up in details. Their personalities are big, and they run over a lot of people. They don't really care how they do that when they're, out of their own natural state. They can do that very easily, and it's a wonderful gift to have, being those innovators and those drivers and those high D dominant personalities. We need them in the world, but we need others, because if they were just fully in charge all the time, everybody would just be a mess. The world would be a mess. So you have these the next letter is the innovators, the influencers, the eyes, and they're the persuasive people. They're very gregarious. They're joyous. They love new ideas. They don't necessarily come up with ideas, but they will go quickly. They will move quickly into the new ideas. They will move into the changes pretty easily. So they're easily persuaded. If you give them a great idea and you have lots of enthusiasm behind it and why it should happen, those eyes are going to be like, oh yeah, let's go. They don't want to miss out on an opportunity. Then you have the rest of the population, the majority of the population, and they're the slow pacers. They're the steady keepers. They're very conscientious. They're very servanthood. They're like for me, I'm high DI, like high DI. I have to have the S's and the C's. I have to have these conscientious servanthood, like just golden ticket people in my life, because they really help to evaluate. They slow down the pace. They really like certainty. And they're not easily moved, and they're not easily persuaded, and they take a long time to make decisions. So where am I getting at where change is necessary for success? Change is a process, and we need a variety of people around us. It's so important that we surround ourselves with the right people when we're coming up with ideas. If you're a driver and you're innovative and you're coming up with ideas and you're so excited about them and I can see them happening, let's go. You need to have the eyes that are really great at persuading. People love to be around them. They're the warm and fuzzies, but they're not very detailed oriented. And so there isn't any systems or process in place. You have an idea, but you have no system or process of how you're going to get there. You see from here to there, but nothing in between. And you need those S's and those C's that really thrive off of making systems and processes, and together makes a really great team and makes the changes develop into a process. We can really tear apart our organization. We can tear apart our teams. We can tear apart our families and our friends if we don't have an understanding of the empathy and the compassion for changes to be presented and changes to have the right amount of time to take place, so that you can bring everyone in to the changing landscape, the changing idea. A seed. Let's take an acorn seed, a seed. A seed has everything inside of it that needs to happen in order for it to grow and to manifest into what it was created to do. So we take an apple seed. An apple seed has everything inside that apple seed in order for it to break open, to sprout, come up through the ground, grow into a tree, and to produce apples. It has everything it needs to do that. It takes time, right? There's that law of gender, that process that needs to happen. That seed needs to die. It needs to break. It needs to allow for that change to take place. But that change does take time. It doesn't happen overnight. And we are very much like that. You are fully resourced. You have everything inside of you necessary to develop and to become all that you desire, all that you see within yourself. You have a dream, you have an idea, you have a belief, you have like this incredible, incredible vision of developing your company and developing your organization, growing your family, what you'd like to do with your life. You have this, and you have everything inside of you already necessary in order for it to happen. But there's a process. There is a drying up, there's a cracking, right? There's a splitting. There's the environment. There's the things that need to be added to your life. And, it's not just that seed. If that seed was just left alone, it would do nothing, right? But it needs to be nurtured. It needs to be watered. It needs to be put into the proper soil. So the same thing as you and I. We need to be around the right environment. We need to learn, proper education. We need to learn systems and processes, and we need people that have gone before us, to help us along that way, to give us guidance, to encourage us, and actually to see the things that we can't see about ourselves. Change is necessary. We cannot stay in our comfort zone. We cannot stay the same without putting ourselves into the environment, allowing for that change to happen, and knowing that it's a process. To be compassionate and gentle with yourself. You'll be compassionate and gentle with other people when you learn to be gentle and compassionate with yourself and allow that process and allow that change to happen. I'm doing purpose, vision, and goals workshops in December and January, and I've had this vision board for the past 3 years that I created with a friend of mine, and I've had it hanging on my wall in front of me wherever I'm living, in front of me on my wall, so that I see it every single day. Those things on my vision board, the way I teach you the vision board is through your purpose and creating a vision statement of what it is, why are you doing what you're doing, who are you doing it for, and why does it matter? And then we talk about what that means and what you need to put on that board. It's not about objects, it's not about things. It's about the feeling tone, the vibration, the excitement, the vision, right? The picture of what that looks like when it's all complete, and putting it up there and bringing it in a place where you see it every day. And it's been a really fun it's been a fun journey with that vision board over the past 3 years, because I've been able to see so many things happen when I didn't even really realize that that picture was even on the board. I forgot about, certain pictures. Then I'll look at it and I'll be stopped in my tracks and I'll see this picture and going, oh my goodness. Wow, that happened just last week, and it's exactly what was on my board. Your mind is a very powerful thing. Your thoughts are powerful. Your thoughts are energy, and it turns into something on the outer circumstance of your life when you water it, when you sow it, when you're willing to go the distance and taking those steps, taking the process of change. And so after 3 years of that vision board and seeing most things come to fruition, I had an idea that it was important to strip it down, to strip it down and start new. I'm going to put some things that haven't manifested yet with a new picture, brighter pictures, because they fade over time, and so does the intensity and the desire of that picture. So we need to refresh that picture within ourselves, within our minds, within our activities. That needs to be refreshed. It needs to be rejuvenated. So we're going to put some new pictures on there of things that are being built that haven't quite manifested into the physical world. And we're going to put some other new pictures on there that have changed over time, right? With the growth, the necessary changes of my life and my family, my circumstances. So do the pictures of this vision and this purpose have changed, and that needs to go on my board for the next 3 to 5 years. Changes are necessary for success. And we're going down to the end of the year, but it's a beginning. It's a new beginning. The old things have passed. The old things have passed. The old self, the old man, the old person has been transformed, right? Into new things, the new experiences, new things to look forward to. So if you have a vision board or you have never created a vision board, I would love to be a part of that for you. But if you have one and you haven't done anything for a while, it's not going to do anything if you don't pay attention to it and set your intention to direct your attention, like we talked about yesterday. So look at that board and see how you've changed, how your circumstances have changed, and what are the necessary changes for your success to be driven in 2024. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Have an amazing, incredible day and morning. Go out there and add value to yourself, but add value to others, and see how that growth continues to happen. Be blessed. Have an amazing Tuesday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.